Islam. Let's begin with the Moorish prayer. 5 on the left, 2 on the right. Facing east in a 45-degree foot angle. Allah of the universe, of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Islam. Today we will get into the Zodiac Constitution. Basim Bey, AA 222141, Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. Article 1. Islam. The 12 signs of the Zodiac, the code of mathematics scaling from 0 to 9, and the science of geometry comprise the constitution of the living Moorish nation of North America, referred to as Negroes, in quotes, who ruled the world and the 7 seas by the 12 signs of the Zodiac and the science of geometry for 1196 years to the Amazon Dutch German Catholic priesthood, fathers of the Revolution of 1789, and the Sisterhood Magna Carta or Magna Charta, Emancipation Proclamation, Union Society of White Supremacy in 1863, North America. The 12 jurymen of the 50 Union States Society, and also non-judges of the Supreme Court, were founded upon the Moorish nation's 12 signs of the Zodiac Constitution and mathematics scaling from 0 to 9. Thus, without our Moorish Constitution, the Magna Charta, Emancipation Proclamation, Union Society of the myth of white supremacy definitely could have been found in 1863. Well, actually, definitely couldn't have been found. Wait a minute. That's what it says. Definitely could have been found in 1863. I didn't type this. I printed this one out. Article 2. Zodiac Constitution's birthrights, the Moorish American, the Beys and L's. Since the 12 jurymen of the 50 Union States, Magna Carta document of white supremacy, and the 9 judges of their Supreme Court were founded upon our Moorish Zodiac, 12 signs, mathematical constitution, the lawmakers have no jurisdiction over the free Moors, the Beys and L's, in the inherited land of the Moorish nation, namely U.S.A, Canada, Central and South America. The Moorish American nationality in their surnames, Bey and L, are their inherited birthrights without a legal due process of the land markers of the Union Society, U.S.A. What our Moorish forefathers were, we are today without a doubt or contradiction, namely Moorish. Article 3. Tax and military exemption for Moorish Americans, the Beys and L's. The Moors, referred to as Negroes, definitely can never become members and citizens of the Union Society of the 48 States. Therefore, they cannot be forced or drafted into the Union U.S.A. Army or military service to fight for the Magna Charta Code of the white supremacy against themselves. The lawmakers of the 48 States Union Order cannot force the Moors, the Beys, and Els to pay taxes because taxation without representation is a supreme violation of the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, birthright of Islam. When the Union lawmakers denounce their immortal Magna Charta Code and resort to the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, the Moors are compelled to pay taxes because every one of the nation will be equally represented by it. There is no room in the science of masonry, the Zodiac, for mystic God religious worship, race, color, ignorance, war, crime, slavery, and human injustice. Article 4. Adequate employment and protection for Moorish Americans. Every lawmaker, the heads of industry and business enterprise of the 50-state Union Order, are obligated members and citizens of the Magna Charta Christian Church and Temple System of Christ the King of Jews, meaning jury over the wealth and culture of the living Moorish nation of North America. Therefore, by the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, the Moors, the Beys, and the Els can demand adequate employment, food, clothing, shelter, medical care, equal rights, respect and protection from mob violence, rape, and injustices, otherwise without being obligated to the Union Church and religious system of the Order of Christ, the, quote, white, out of quotes, Sun Idol God. Article 5. Immortal Marriage License Code against the Zodiac Law of Nature. Truth cannot be altered and therefore needs no apology, no doctrine, because it is the supreme mental doctor itself for the entire human family, woman and man. 1. Thus, the truth is, the Sisterhood Christian Daughters of the American Revolution established the marriage license states right code to prevent Moorish men and women from marrying into their Magna Charta society of white supremacy. 2. Did you ever stop to think that women and men are already married by the supreme law of nature and that a marriage license is an act of violation of the law of nature? The nature law, union between woman and man, spells love and the reproduction of a child in which a marriage license plays no part in. Three, definitely there cannot be any illegitimate children, offsprings from women and men, because woman is supreme gate of creation of both male and female children by the law of nature, which spells I.S.L.A.M, or I, self, law, and master, the carpenter and the grand architect of the human family. Adam means the positive forces in woman and sons responsible for evolution or the reproduction of children by the law of nature. The Pope, priests, the preacher, and the judges of the Christian society definitely cannot prove that their, quote, Adam and, quote, Eve had a marriage license. Did you ever stop to think that the marriage license code is an act of selling women and men back to themselves? The Union Magna Charta Marriage License Code unfortunately and unconsciously caused the, quote, white, unquote, women to be cut off from the human family, the Moorish nation. In other words, the, quote, white, end quote, women are supreme social slaves against their will and desire. This has caused them to carry in their mind and heart a secret sorrow and anger, which causes their children to inherit a tendency of crime, hatred, insanity, and various other diseases. Islam, supreme standard of the Zodiac marriage law culture. Here are the elements of the signs of the Zodiac and women and men's opposite signs involving the first marriage of the Zodiac law of nature. No preacher and money and license and neither religion is necessary in the standard Zodiac marriage law. In harmony with nature. 1. Aries is fire and Libra is air. 2. Taurus is earth and Scorpio is water. 3. Gemini is air and Sagittarius is fire. 4. Cancer is water and Capricorn is earth. 5. Leo is fire and Aquarius is air. 6. Virgo is earth and Pisces is water. The 1863 Union Bible story of, quote, Eve and, quote, Adam were founded upon the Moorish